Zombies. It was the 37th time Charlie had watched Dawn of the Dead. He loved the movie, and the special effects Tom Savini did. Sick shit. Though he had only watched it so many times because he didn't have cable, and it was one of only 3 DVDs he owned. As he drank his 7th beer of the night, he looked at his hands. He cut them up pretty bad while tilling the field earlier in the day. Without even looking up, he quoted the lines from the film. The guy's guts were about to be ripped out. That always creeped him out, no matter how many times he saw it. Not wanting to look, he finished off his beer and got up to get another one. As he walked towards the fridge, he thought about zombies. There was some major ass-kicking in the movie, but most of the characters end up dead. He wouldn't. He'd live. He'd be the one left standing with the hot chick. He would blow away zombies left and right. Hell, he already had 4 shotguns to do it with, and he had plenty of practice with shooting foxes that tried to get on his farm. He was a crack shot. Hardly took him more than 2 shots to hit those bastards, and they moved a lot faster than the undead. Too bad zombies weren't real. Blowing some heads off would be a hoot. Opening the beer at the sink, he took a long sip and looked out the window. He hated this time of year. Stupid fall fair taking up the Montgomerys' farm. A mile away, in the distance, he could see the glow of all the lights, the twinkling of the Ferris wheel, the scream tower flashing bright, and, of course, the countless food vendors. If he shut off the TV, he could hear the hum of the crowd, the screams, music, and other annoying sounds. Every year for 2 solid weeks, he had to put up with cars accidentally turning down his driveway, thinking they were at the right place. They'd do a U-turn and mess up his grass. Then the trash from the fairgrounds would blow over onto his field. It'd take him a week to clean it up. Yet no matter how much he complained to the town council, they held it every year. Chugging the beer at the sink, he could hear the scene was over. He could go back. He was feeling a bit dizzy, but he grabbed another beer anyway. Just as he was about to crack it open, there was a knock on his door. It startled him to the point of dropping the can. He cursed, but was happy it wasn't open yet. Who the hell was it? No one ever came to his door. There were 2 times in the past 5 years when someone knocked on it. Both times it was some suit-wearing religious nut. But those knocks came in the afternoon, not 9 at night. Suspicious, he edged to the door. "Who's there?" Charlie yelled out. There was no answer. Instead, another knock, though this one sounded funny. It was followed by a scraping noise, as if someone was dragging their knuckles down the door. Then the handle rattled. Looking back to the TV, he saw a zombie's head blow up. He thought about grabbing the shotgun he kept by the door, but then the fair flashed in his mind. It was probably some drunk looking for a bathroom. Idiots. Relaxing, he grabbed the handle and swung the door open. The air in his lungs vanished when he saw, standing on the other side of the screen, right there on his own porch, a zombie. It was Judge Frederick, but a zombie version of him. His chubby face was even puffier than normal, his skin pale, and worst of all, he had to have been eating brains. Red chunks and goo were all over his mouth and his white button-down shirt. Charlie was frozen for a split second, the shock and beer incapacitating him. But when the judge's arms reached out for him, he moved so fast he tripped over his own feet backing up. The shot of pain that went from his tailbone down his legs when he hit the floor assured him he hadn't fallen asleep in his recliner. This was real. The judge took a staggered, standard zombie-like step towards him. Charlie was thankful he wasn't one of those fast movie zombies. He'd be dead if he was. The judge gurgled, stuttered a second, and spit up some red goo. Probably brains. It disgusted Charlie, but sent him into action.